currently almost 6 a.m. and I woke up at 8 a.m. yesterday and I've been up ever since. So, excuse my appearance, excuse my tired ass eyes. I don't know, dude. I don't know what else. I don't have anything in mind to like talk about, but I was watching this video essay about originality and like how much people kind of want their own identity these days, even though like I think I'm pretty like I have my own sense of style and I have my own way of thinking, but I sometimes I like kind of get myself out of that headspace, and then I realize like there's other girls like me out there. Obviously, there's other girls who dress similar to me, have similar beliefs as me, wear similar jewelry, look similar to me. And then I realize I'm not original at all. I'm just kind of copying, which I guess you could argue is an art form because I'm just like taking little pieces from things that I like and making a whole new thing, which is me. But I used to really look down on people who dressed like quote unquote basic. Like, for example, in Vancouver, it's always like, I don't know, like Lululemon leggings and then like Ugg boots or like Adidas Sambas, but like they have the socks all the way up for some reason, or like white Air Forces. Bonus points if it's black, because that means you're a true gangster. I don't know. And then like a TNA jacket, and then like some kind of top. I don't know. And every time I saw people like that, I was like, holy shit, your life must be so boring. Or I don't know, like basic to me just means whatever it's kind of popular these days, kind of what like everyone can kind of default to and is socially acceptable, and a lot of people do it. Because me, when I go out anywhere really, I always get stares from like old ladies, or I do get a lot of compliments, like people being like, oh, I really like your style, just like random people on the street, I really like your outfit, like shit like that, and that's always really nice. But on the other side of that is always people kind of like hating a little bit, even people like around me, I guess, or like my mom, which she's my biggest fucking hater, but whatever. But yeah, I kind of relished in that, I guess, of like feeling a little bit more special, like I was something, like I'm rare, or yeah, special. But I realized like, so what if they're basic? Like, so what if they dress a certain way? I'm pretty much stereotyping people just based on what I see, the first impression that I get of like their appearance, because everyone's first impression is like you first look at them and then you make all these assumptions, right? I just don't think it's fair, because I'm not even original. I'm not even like that special. So how can I criticize someone for just kind of dressing the way that they want? Maybe they're really interesting. Maybe they're more interesting than me. But I'm never gonna find out if I just kind of categorize them as like bad, I guess. I don't know, food for thought. Or I don't know, like some bitches will pretend like they're special and like it's pretty apparent that they're not. But I wonder if people think that about me. I've always been categorized as like that one emo art kid. This is not like what I would describe myself, but more of what I heard. And I'm not even emo, I just like dressing black because I'm not good with color coordination, I'm not gonna lie. I would just like to throw in an outfit and make it just look good without worrying about like, does this color go with this? Does this color go with this? Like, does this pattern go with this? Like, I just think it's too much work, and I don't know. I like just making black outfits work. It's simple, even though I can't find anything in my closet because they're all black, and I have to like dig everything out to find like one top. But it's worth it in my book, at least. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, stereotype. So I didn't like when they did that. You know, like I didn't like when people called me like emo or goth, which I'm so far from goth. But they don't know that. Or just like an art kid, like an artist. I would never categorize myself as an artist, even though art is so personal and just human nature to me. I just don't like any labels on myself, I guess. Not like obviously I'm a woman, I'm Korean, I don't know, like I'm 18, like those are just facts, right? But I don't like putting myself in like, am I gay? Am I bi? Am I a liberal? Am I conservative? Am I an art kid? Do I dress emo? Because I feel like once you hear that and you kind of agree with it, you feed a lot into it. And I don't want my perception of myself to be determined on what other people perceive me as, I guess. So if I have all these things that I just talked about, like if I hold that belief, it's really unfair for me to put that on other people and just categorize them as basic. Because I hate when people put a label on me. So why am I doing it to them? You know? Food for thought. Penny for a thought. I don't know how that expression goes. Penny for... Like, are you buying my thought? Also, who the fuck uses pennies? Anyway. I do think I have, like, more niche-ish interests, though. These are not niche at all, by the way. It's just, like, when I talk to people, that's not their, like, first kind of interest, but I'm super into history, especially American history. Anything about it is just so interesting. World history. I'm currently trying to do a deep dive into my own country, like Korea's history, even though I know a lot, but I just wanted to dive deeper, and like especially the post colonization era in like 1900s and the early 2000s. I'm really into World War II for some fucking reason. I just got a book on Stalingrad and I'm reading it, and I'm really excited to finish it because this is like one of my favorite battles of World War II. Yeah, I've been to the fucking Churchill War Museum, Imperial War Museum. Like, I'm just so into it. I'm into psychology, like philosophy, politics. Even though I never get to talk about it because I don't want to argue as an adult and no one around me cares about politics. Art history. I love art history. Just diving into different artists and like meanings behind paintings and like the history behind them. What else? I'm really into writing, books, poetry. I'm trying to crochet right now. Music. I collect a lot of CDs, vinyls. Like, these are all things that like you would see in other people, I guess, but not all of them. You know, like if I were to do a Venn diagram, it's like all these other people's, like what they are as personalities. I'm kind of in the middle, encompassing all of them, or that's what I think, at least. Like my fashion style doesn't align with like my interests, I guess, because I really don't want to feed into any stereotypes. I feel like that limits myself. I feel like that puts me in a box, and like if I am dressing a certain way, say like coquette. Then I have to wear ballet flats, and I have to listen to Lana Del Rey, and I have to be skinny, and I have to drink matcha or whatever. And it's like, what if I don't want to do that? What if I don't like matcha? Which, you're insane if you don't like matcha. By the way, like, I hate that matcha is like a trend now. What? I've been drinking matcha since I came out the fucking womb. My favorite ice cream of all time was matcha ice cream. I would get that shit every single time I got ice cream. Yeah, always got matcha, always got like matcha latte. Even just matcha too. Like, I love matcha. And now it's like male manipulator to drink matcha. Which, like, what? Did that make me a male manipulator from like the very start? Like, what? And like, girls will drink it. Some people really don't like it. There's like white people. You can categorize white people into two different things. Where it's like people who don't like matcha and people who do like matcha, and you can tell. I don't know. Most people who don't like matcha are like European descent, I would say, at least. Is that also stereotyping? I hate having all these values, and I hate holding myself to a certain standard, because then it becomes all so confusing. I feel like sometimes I can be a hypocrite about it. Like, I'll say one thing being like, let's not stereotype, and I just did. Like, some of those things I say I don't really mean, but I don't want to hold any of that in me, because it's kind of like Diana in BoJack Horseman. If you ever watch BoJack Horseman, she's trying to make the right decision, she's trying to do good, she's trying to stay moral, she's trying to stick to her values, but it's so hard because you're like, is this the right thing or is this the right thing? You're having all these like input of like from books, movies, media, video essays on YouTube, and you're like, okay, like that makes sense. And then you'll get another kind of input and you're like, wait, that makes more sense. And like that just keeps going on, and then you lose kind of like, okay, these are all good ideas, but what do I want? What would Jimin want? That's just like torture for me to figure out, at least. And I would love to just like think whatever, say whatever, do whatever, but I feel a lot of shame in that. I really want to hold myself to agree and like be proud of everything about myself, I guess. Morally, politically correct, I guess, while also breaking out of like certain societal norm, just with the way I dress and stuff or act. I realized I talk so much recently. I never used to talk this much, and I think it comes from my, like, how I overcame my fear of sharing, I guess. I always thought it was like too much, and like maybe people won't want to hear these things about me, but I also just got like better interests and like more shit to talk about, I guess. But it just flows easy. I can actually talk to people now. I can approach someone on the street and tell them they look nice. I can like, when people talk to me, I can actually like answer back. I can make I can make small talk. And I don't know, I never thought I'd get here, but I'm really excited to see how that goes. One last thing before I end this video, even though I don't know what the fuck I was talking about the whole time. I have this like goals list. It's right there. 2025 goals. I made that in January, like early January, and it was the first time I ever like tried to do like a New Year's resolution kind of thing, which never really works out because it's always like, go to the gym, self-improve, get skinny, or like some shit like that. But I set pretty realistic standards. Some of them I thought like, okay, I know this is gonna be really hard, but like I'm still gonna write it down so I can like remind myself, and I'm crossing things off, actually. It reminds myself of like it reminds me of where I'm going, where I want to go, where I'm headed. And it feels really good to cross things off because it means I'm on the right path, or at least I think I am. And I'm just really proud. Like I said, I love being proud of myself, and just like appreciating little things about myself, I guess. Anyway, I'm hoping this made me sleepy enough to go to bed because it's 6:10. Bye.